Hi, good morning. Happy Tuesday. How is everyone? I wanted to hop on and just chat while I was getting ready for work today. I've tried to upload a video on Sunday, and for whatever reason, it will not upload. So I'm just going to redo the video today. Hopefully today it will upload. I wanted to do a video for Seint with other makeup products. I have some customers that are like, oh, I just repurchased. And so I just wanted to do kind of a combination of Seint along with other makeup brands so that you can see how well the makeup does mesh together with other makeup. And it's really good. So I'm going to use, I've already prepped, and I'm going to use the Tula Skin Care Radiant Skin. So it's like a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to use that first today, and I just kind of get some on, and then I like to blend it in with a blender, beauty blender. So how is everyone's week going? It's only Tuesday, but I feel like I've worked a full week already. Yesterday was a long day. So once I get everything kind of just blended in, how I feel like I want it. Sometimes on the weekend, I don't want to do a full face of makeup, and so I will just use a skin tint. A lot of times I will make my own with like the Seint cream and one of the bronzers, either Bella or Tan Lines. Right now I'm a little bit paler since we're still in the throes of winter. So I just like to mix some of my cream with my bronzer if I just want to do kind of a light BB cream, if I really am not doing anything or just feel like I don't want to wear a full face of makeup. So once I get that in, I then will go in and of course cover up what's left of my redness on my nose with Aspen, which is a contour color for Seint, but it has been one of the only things that I have found that really covers my redness, and it stays on all day. A lot of the other products, when I used to try to use like a liquid concealer, it would halfway through the day, I would have all the redness showing through my nose. When I use this, I don't have that, and it'll look a little red here for a bit because I've messed with it, but definitely as we get to the end, it will calm down and the redness will not show through anymore. I also use a little bit here on my cheeks where I just have some of that patchy redness. Then I usually just do a really light little bit on my chin, and then a little light up above my eyebrows. I have a little bit of redness usually. So I kind of just use Aspen to create that really nice, even palette. It kind of just definitely camouflages all my red. So again, it's the only thing that I have found that works for me. It stays on all day. I don't have issues with it. And that is Aspen, which is a contour color with Seint. Next, let's put on some bronzer. Today, I'll use the Say Beauty bronzer. This is a cream bronzer also. I very much enjoy all of the Say Beauty products. For some of you maybe that saw some of my other videos during the holidays, I thought I would be fun, and I was cleaning out my makeup drawer and I thought, oh, I'll use some of these old concealers or old foundations, not old, but they were in my drawer and I have not used them in a long time. And so I thought, oh, how fun would it be to go back and revisit these? And for me, right across my top of my cheeks and my nose, I get some pretty serious flare-ups, and it was bad. Some of the worst flare-ups that I've had in quite a while. So this is the Say Beauty. It's a cream bronzer also. I prefer a cream bronzer now that I have been using cream makeup for a while. For me specifically, I just find that it has helped my skin tremendously. Okay, so I get my bronzer in place where I want it. And then I go back in with my beauty blender and just do some quick blending around the edges, make sure I have it all blended in. This one is the light bronze, and that one is definitely the one that works best for me right now. Then what I like to do is, I've been having some really hard time this winter with my under eyes. I have tried every cream, I feel like nothing has really been working. So what I have found is this Verse Sunday Morning Antioxidant Oil Serum. And I have just been taking 1 drop and putting it in my main highlight. So right now my main highlight is Candlelit. And I just take in the corner and just put 1 drop of the oil. And then using my fluffy end, the small fluffy end of my shape brush, I like to take and just dust a little bit of that down here on where I would normally kind of have that bag line. What I have found by putting that 1 little tiny drop of oil is that it has helped my eyes not get super dry underneath. It's just something that I actually saw someone else do it and thought, oh, I'm gonna try that. And I didn't really have a lot of high expectations for it, but it has worked for me specifically this winter. I don't know if I'll continue doing it in the summer or not. We'll just see how my skin is, but for right now, it has really helped with a little bit more moisturizing. And a lot of times if I feel like I'm a little bit dry, even afterwards, I'll take 1 little drop of oil on my finger and just kind of pat it in at the very end. I know it's probably not the proper makeup application or order of application, but it's just what I have found works for me. I also like to use a little bit of Demi in the corners right here where I have a little bit more of a darker color. I use 03, which is that peachy color, and I just like to take that right in the inner corner. So these are all things that I have just played with and found work for me specifically. And I share them because I hope that if they work for me, maybe they'll work for you. Or if this specific application doesn't work for you, maybe it will give you an idea of something else that maybe will work for you. So this is what I have found works for me at the moment. I think my skin is always changing, and so I do have to change up how I apply, especially between winter and summer. So I like to just make sure my Demi is all blended in, and then kind of just go back over with that little fluffy side and just make sure I have it all blended. Okay. Then I flip over to the larger end of my shape brush. I am gonna stick with Seint for my main highlight. So again, Candlelit is my main highlight at the moment. And I just use very little. Like I literally have been using this all winter, and we're not anywhere near being done with the tin. I then just take my main highlight, and I only like to put it just here around the bronzer and down the center of my face where I did not put any bronzer. So I usually just use it in the spaces that I did not use my bronzer. So I kind of just go around so that, again, we're still sticking with the one layer of makeup, and really it's just such a light application. I'm just going to work, so I don't need a super heavy application of makeup, but that just kind of evens out everything, gives me that nice kind of glow in my skin from the highlight, and it has been working well for me for the winter time. I'm not getting too dry. So next, what I would do is I would then go into blush. Let's see. Normally, I always use Seint blush. I used to only use powder blush. I used to think, oh my gosh, cream blush is just not for me. Once I got used to it, I tend to gravitate towards the cream blush all the time now. But today, since we're trying other products, what I'll do is I have a little blush palette from Benefit. These are all powders. So I will go ahead and use one of these today for blush. I think I'll just use this Gold Rush, which is this color here. And I'll go ahead and use that blush. So you can see you can still use your powder products. I have no issue using the powder blush over the top of the cream, but I didn't go really heavy with the cream, and I kind of left those areas very light. So I have no issues. I don't notice anything within the makeup by using a powder blush. So just so you can see that it does work really well with a lot of other makeup, including powder makeup. Okay, so blush is on. Next, I'll go to some eyeshadow. And today, what I think I would like to do is I would like to use some of the new ones from the Seint birthday. So I'm going to take a little bit of the Strawberry Fields, and I'm just going to kind of use that as almost like a setting powder for my eyelids. It's really light. It doesn't really show up on me specifically. But I kind of have decided maybe it would just be good, since I did use a little bit of that contour color to camouflage the redness in my eyelids, and I also put a little tiny bit of my main highlight up there. I just use this to kind of set my eyes so that when I go in with another powder eyeshadow, it will just blend nicely. Okay, so that was just the Strawberry Fields is what it's called. It's just this really pale pink. I'm going to use a little bit of this gray color here. This is called Spectrum. And I'm still going to stick with my fluffy end of my brush. And I'm just going to apply that kind of in the outer half of my eye. I kind of like to just get the product where I want it, and then I'll go back in and kind of blend once I get it where I want it. So I do have a little bit of a hooded eye, so I try to bring it up a little bit higher so that you can see the color when my eyes are open. So I bring it up just a little bit higher on my, kind of where you have that bone there in your eye. And then I just blend it towards my nose. So blending it in. And these always look a little bit darker in my phone when I'm filming than it does when I look in the mirror that's like behind my phone. So it does appear a little bit darker in the video. So when you're doing this, you would just layer it to whatever consistency you like, but it does, even though it is a darker gray color, it does go on fairly sheer. So I would say you could build it to whatever color that you like or you prefer, but it's not as scary as it looks in the tin. So I kind of just get that on how I want it. And then let's see, let's look for, I think today with this color, I will use a little bit of Venus, which is this silvery shimmery color. I find it's just easier to use my finger to pat on a little bit of the shimmer color. And I kind of just pat that into from the corner in towards the middle till I feel like I have enough shimmer that I want. And then I just blend around just to make sure that everything is blended nicely on the eye. Okay, so for my eyes, that's it. I'll throw on some mascara. I've been using the NYX or NYX mascara, and it seems to be good. I do struggle with finding a mascara that I can wear long term. They start out okay, and then I usually have some allergies to them. So far, I've been able to wear this one for quite a while. And I haven't had any issues, which is nice because this is a drugstore brand, and I do struggle sometimes with drugstore brands. The other one that I wear a lot is the Cali Ray. And so these two have been the ones that so far I have been able to wear without having any sort of reaction. One of my favorite products ever is the spoolie, and it has a case so you can put it away and you don't get any fuzzies on it. Definitely one of my favorite purchases from Seint. Okay. For those of you maybe that got the lip oil during the artist's birthday, this is another one of my all-time favorite products. And as soon as it comes back in stock, I will be ordering more. It smells amazing. It's super moisturizing, and I have been using this day and night. It does have a little bit of an opalescent, although it's not super, super shiny on the lips, but it is definitely amazing. I love it. It's moisturizing. It is one of my favorites. Definitely, if you get the chance, give it a try if you like lip oil. I like lip oil and lip gloss, so I will even use like one of my lip and cheeks, and then I'll put a little bit of this on the back of my hand and put the oil over the top of it just so it's really glossy. That's how I prefer it. But this product is another one of my all-time favorites of Seint. So these two products used to be, I do love the Bella bronzer still, but right now I just can't wear it. I'm just too pale. But these two products for the winter time have been my favorite purchases from Seint. Okay, so I have my everything except for my, oh, I know what I need to do. So I have been using the, again, one thing that I do love about Seint is that all the products and really you can do this with any makeup brand for the most part. All the products, even though one says it's an eyeshadow, which this is Cupcake eyeshadow, I have been playing around with trying to find something to set my under eyes, and I used the Vanilla Dust from Seint. I ran out of it and I was waiting for my order to come, and so I decided one day to use the Cupcake eyeshadow. And I use it on the fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush, and I just get a little bit, I tap off the excess, and then I use it to set that inner corner and just really lightly under my eye. This has worked really well for me. Cupcake is a matte color. It doesn't have any shimmer or it doesn't have any glitter in it. Again, it was something that I tried because I just have been struggling with, one, the dark circles, but two, finding a way to keep my eyes set, because when I use traditional powder underneath my eyes, it instantly dries out my under eyes and I look cakey, and then it makes me look about 10 years older. And I'm not trying to do that anytime soon. So this has worked well for me. I also like this because I do use this specific shadow a lot anyway on my eyes, especially underneath the brow bone, just as a brow highlight. So I use this color a lot. I have found it works well to set in my eyes. It doesn't settle in anything. I don't have any weird dryness. So I love that everything is very versatile. Just because it says it's eyeshadow doesn't mean you only have to use it for eyeshadow. You can use it as setting powder for your eyes. I also like to use another eyeshadow, Drift. It's a little bit, it's very light and it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. I like to take that on the fluffy end of my shape brush, and I like to use that as my highlight right here on my cheek. It's just a really pretty color. So again, it says it's eyeshadow, but I do use it as eyeshadow, but I also use it as a highlight on my cheek or a highlight under my brow bone. So even though it says it's just an eyeshadow, it can be used as multiple things. So I love that. I love the versatility. I love being able to have just a few products that I can put in my compact and that I can take with me, and it's everything I need. It's my full face of makeup. So lip and cheek. Again, I am obsessed with the lip and cheeks. And so I do gravitate towards these every day, but let's use a different lip because we're using different products today. So I think for today, I do have a Say Beauty. This is just their lip gloss, and I'm gonna put a little bit of that. And it's just a really light pink, like it doesn't even show up on my lips. So that's Say lip gloss. I do like Say because they're a clean beauty. And then what I think I want to do is the Diamonds Are Forever lipstick that came out again on the artist's birthday. I've been trying to just find new ways to use some of my stuff. So I'm going to use a little bit of this over the top of that. And this is just really, hopefully you can see it in here. It's really just shimmery and shiny. This is also moisturizing. So I don't usually wear traditional lipstick because it usually dries my lips out really bad and I end up really chapped. But this I have found is really moisturizing, especially with the oil on top or underneath of this, which I've really been wearing this every day along with the lip oil since the artist's birthday. So that is my makeup. Sorry it went a little bit long. I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. Please remember to ask any questions you might have. I will be doing hopefully a few more videos with maybe using some other makeup products so you can see how well the Seint products do incorporate in with maybe products you already have, because I do understand that makeup is expensive. I will say that even though the tins look small, I promise you they will last a long time. So last but not least, I do use setting spray. For me specifically, Seint does have a setting spray. It is a little bit on the pricier side. It's not my favorite formula. So I have been trying out other ones. I've been using this NYX Bear With Me. I do like this one. It's very, very light. I don't find it, it doesn't irritate my skin at all. And then my all-time favorite that I always go back to is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Setting Spray. This one is, I use it all the time. I'll try to get a new one and I always go back to this one. So this one is amazing if you're looking for a really good hydrating setting spray. This is good. So I definitely use this in the winter. I think this NYX Bear With Me will probably be my more go-to in the summer just because it's a lot lighter and it's not heavy at all. So right now this is the one I'm using, and then I set my face with this and I'm out the door. So again, I hope you have a great Tuesday. Please let me know if you have any questions or I can help show you any products. We'll be doing some more of these videos where I'm trying to incorporate some other makeup just so you can see how well Seint works with other makeup. I hope everyone is great this week and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.